Hello, thank you for joining with me. We are in section 16 of the Manual for Teachers, Volume 3 of A Course in Miracles. How should the teacher of God spend his day? And today we are reading paragraphs 5 and 6. The same procedures should be followed at night. That is, spending time with God. Spending time with God. Perhaps your quiet time should be fairly early in the evening if it is not feasible for you to take it just before going to sleep. It is not wise to lie down for it. It is better to sit up in whatever position you prefer. Footnote 117, sitting up for evening meditation rather than lying down is really about keeping us from falling asleep during the meditation, which of course is more likely to happen around bedtime. The workbook explicitly cautions us against letting drowsiness intrude on meditation. If you are succeeding, you will feel a deep sense of joy and an increased alertness, rather than a feeling of drowsiness and enervation. And that's from Workbook 74, Workbook Lesson 74, Paragraph 6. This is also why it might be best to take this time earlier in the evening rather than right before bed. Having gone through the workbook, you must have come to some conclusions in this respect. If possible, however, just before sleeping is a desirable time to devote to God. It sets your mind into a pattern of rest and orients you away from fear. If it is expedient to spend this time earlier, at least be sure that you do not forget a brief period, not more than a moment will do, in which you close your eyes and think of God. 118. This means at least do not forget a brief period at bedtime to think of God. Paragraph 6. This is one thought in particular that should be remembered throughout the day. Footnote 19. This corresponds to the workbook's instruction to repeat the day's ideas often as possible throughout the day. It is a thought of pure joy, a thought of peace, a thought of limitless release, limitless because all things are freed within it. You think you made a place of safety for yourself. You think you made a power that can save you from all the fearful things you see in dreams. It is not so. Your safety lies not there. What you give up is merely the illusion of protecting illusions, and it is this you fear and only this. Footnote 120, you fear giving up the illusion of protecting illusions. How foolish to be so afraid of nothing, nothing at all. Your defenses will not work, but you are not in danger. You have no need of them. Recognize this, and they will disappear. And only then will you accept your real protection. Thank you for joining with me today, and tomorrow we will pick up paragraphs 7 and 8 in How Should the Teacher of God Spend His Day? Section 16 of the Manual for Teachers.